This week on Inside the Den News, our GMD CEO Oliver Alawuba leads strategic engagements in the Benin Republic. UBA strengthens partnerships with Plateau and Benue states. UBA Ghana hosts PAPSS leadership to deepen Pan-African payment collaborations. UBA Sierra Leone holds its annual strategy session to set priorities for 2026. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Inside the Den. I'm your host, Obina, and we have a packed episode for you today. As we move into the year, it's important to stay connected with all the exciting initiatives happening across the UBA group. And today we'll be taking you through some key developments, highlights from leadership engagements, and moments of celebration that reflect our Pan-African impact. It's also important to note that we had the first edition of the UBA Tribe Talk, where the ED designates digital banking, engaged staff group-wide on digital banking, shared his vision for the year, and discussed how we can all be better ambassadors for the bank. So be sure to stay with us all through it all. Let's dive right in. This week, our Group Managing Director CEO Oliver Alawuba recently led a strategic engagement visit to the Benin Republic as part of efforts to strengthen partnerships and deepen the bank's presence in the market. During this visit, he met with His Excellency Romuald Wadagni, Senior Minister of Finance of Benin Republic, alongside key government officials, including the head of Debt Management Office, Hugh Oscar Lokosu. Discussions focused on infrastructure development, economic financing, and opportunities for delivering sustainable impact across the country. Still in Benin, the GMD CEO, accompanied by Sarata Konethiam, Executive Director CEO Africa 2, also held meeting with key corporate clients, including Fludo Benin SA and Akrake Petroleum, to deepen partnerships across agriculture, manufacturing, and energy sectors. The visit concluded with an inspection of the site for UBA Benin Future Head Office and concluded with a town hall session with staff reinforcing alignment around the group vision and priorities. The GMD CEO Oliver Alawuba recently engaged the governments of Plateau and Benue states as part of UBA's effort to strengthen public sector partnerships and support subnational development. In Benue State, Mr. Alawuba met with the Executive Governor, His Excellency Reverend Father Dr. Hyacinth Lomen Alia. Conversations centered on strengthening collaborations with the state government and supporting the 695 billion naira budget of rural development, livelihood support, and sustained growth, as well as proposed infrastructure milestones in Makurdi. The visit continued in Plateau State with a meeting with His Excellency Barrister Caleb Muftwang, Executive Governor of Plateau State, to reaffirm UBA's commitment to supporting the state's developmental priorities. Discussions focused on deepening the bank's relationship with the Plateau State government and exploring support for key infrastructure initiatives. The engagement also served as an opportunity to appreciate the governor for the state partnership with UBA over the past 32 months. Still in Plateau State, the GMD CEO and his delegation also met with key corporate customers, reinforcing UBA's partnership across infrastructure, mining, healthcare, and other critical sectors. The maiden edition of Tribe Talk held at Amphitheatre and was streamed live via Zoom across the group, allowing staff to join the conversation from different locations. The session featured ED Designates Digital Banking, Emmanuel Lamte, who engaged employees on the future of banking and the group's direction in the digital space. He spoke about evolving customer expectations, the need for innovation, and the importance of rethinking how banking services are delivered in a digital-first world. Staff also had the opportunity to ask questions and share perspectives, making it an interactive and insightful session. Tribe Talk is set to continue as a platform for open dialogue between leadership and staff on key issues shaping the business. UBA Ghana recently hosted a high-level delegation from the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System, led by its Managing Director and CEO, Mr. Mike Ugbalu III, alongside the Chief Information Officer, Mr. Ositadima Ugu. The visit provided an opportunity for strategic engagement with UBA Ghana's leadership, including the Managing Director CEO, Mr. Bernard Gaby, Executive Director, Mr. Daniel Sapong, and other senior executives of the bank. Discussions focused on strengthening collaborations to enable more seamless and secure, efficient cross-border payment solutions across the African continent. Key areas of alignment highlighted during the engagement included driving deeper financial integration across Africa, enhancing secure and interoperable payment infrastructure, supporting intra-African trade under the African Continental Free Trade Area, improving customer experience through faster and more efficient settlement systems. We will now take a short break and we will be right back.
When starting your day, getting fit is the first step. When the hustle starts, nothing should stall you. When it's time to plan your future, saving should be easy. When you're ready to expand, no room for excuses. When your child needs relief, waiting isn't an option. And if it's you asking, no isn't an answer. Because for us, when it comes to banking, it's all about you.
UBA Sierra Leone held its annual strategy session on the 23rd and 24th January 2026, bringing together staff across departments to review performance and set strategic priorities for the year ahead. The two-day session focused on business growth, customer centricity, and actionable strategies to strengthen operations and drive performance in 2026. Departments presented key achievements and outlined plans aligned with the bank's strategic objectives. Chairing the session, the Managing Director, CEO Mohammed Alhaji Samora, charged staff to translate strategy into measurable results, emphasizing that execution remains the critical key to success. The board chairman also encouraged teams to remain action-oriented, sustain performance, and continue leading in profit before tax. Board members commended the quality of presentations and teamwork displayed as the session concluded with renewed commitment, unity, and focus on delivering the bank goals for 2026. As part of its corporate social responsibility initiatives, the UBA Foundation, through UBA Ghana, organized a donation of school supplies and books in the city of Labe, where the bank has maintained a presence for over a decade. The initiative benefited public primary, middle, and high schools across the city, supporting a total of 800 students. The donation was carried out in the presence of local education authorities and community leaders. On Thursday, January 28, 2026, UBA Côte d'Ivoire hosted the Mayor of Plateau, Mr. Jacques Ehor, at its headquarters. It was accompanied by a delegation that included his advisors, the Deputy Director of Public Relations and Director of Sustainable Development, the Director of Employment, and the Director of Municipal Police. The meeting was opened by UBA Côte d'Ivoire's MD, Mr. Tony Odega, who warmly welcomed the municipal delegation. The discussions formed part of an ongoing dialogue and cooperation between UBA Côte d'Ivoire and Plateau's municipal authorities, aimed at promoting sustainable development and enhancing urban living environments. And now to the headline that made the papers this week. UBA unveils instant account opening digital platform. Banks tighten risk control despite improved credit. Banks valuation rises to 17 trillion naira on recapitalization. Why banks recapitalization is central to CBN's financial stability agenda. UBA preps $50 million financing for DRC mineral bid. And that wraps up this week's episode of Inside the Den. From strategic engagements in Benin Republic, Plateau, and Benue states to partnerships advancing Pan-African payments and then celebrating our people in Sierra Leone, it's clear that 2026 is off to a strong start for UBA. Remember, as we move through the year, each of us plays a part in shaping the bank's story through execution, collaboration, and championing the initiatives that drive our growth. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to tune in next week for more updates and insight from across the group. I am Obina Njoku, and it was a pleasure to be your host for this week. Bye for now.